Alright. It's time. It's time. I got 2 points. Can I even spend it on anything? Yeah, isn't yeah, I think these last few abilities are like 5 points, right? Yeah, 5 points, so guess not. I guess I won't be using that. Alright, guys. But it's time. Let's do it. Let's go. After all these years, it's finally time to beat this game. Did you guys know that spike throwers can be used to throw powerful payloads at enemies? But recovery time can be considerable. I did not know that. I swear to God, if I turn around and there's another rumor, then I'll do it. There's no way. That's it. That's it. That's all the side quests, all the errands. Only thing left to do is that last quest. Yep. It's finally time for the finale. I don't think I'm ready to... I'm not ready for it to end yet. No. No, I need to play 90 more hours of this game.
Just you wait, Farm.
Okay, actually, really quick, before I start... Oh, yeah, I forgot you were here. Yeah, before I get started, and before I forget again, I'm gonna fully stock up. Everything. Well, everything that I have equipped, at least. Yeah, because there's other armor or other ammo that I'm not gonna need anyway, so... Yeah. Just the ones with the check marks. Yeah, what the hell. Because I don't know exactly what we're gonna be using in this next battle, or the next quest, I mean. But I gotta be fully prepared. At least it's using, like, less ammo. Or, materials, I mean. Yeah, 20 streams. 20 streams of this game. This is it. Though it probably could have been 19, because didn't I have internet issues on one of the streams? That I had to end it soon? Like, I only streamed for, like, an hour and, like, hour and a half or something like that, right? Well, for one of the past streams, I mean. Alright. Okay, guys. I guess this is it. Oh, wait, maybe I should talk to my companions first before I do this thing. Oh, really? It's not ready yet? Okay. Let's have a chat.
Do you have a moment?
Oh, yeah, and my controller issues, too. That as well, yeah.
Aloy, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to give you this for helping me get the data on Leviathan. I didn't really know what to give you, so I asked Zoe what you might like.
Thanks, Alpha. I'll put it to good use.
It's a map of all the errands. Imagine. Data on Leviathan?
Have you looked through the data we recovered on Leviathan?
There is much to sort through still, but I believe we'll be able to get it operational and turn back the floods. And I've given more thought to everything we've uncovered about the ancestors. The Overseers would have us believe they were infallible paragons. But Pharaoh wasn't. Not even close. His greed led to machines that devoured the world. The archive of the Old One's knowledge destroyed, just to erase his mistakes. So, when we learned that Eileen had a hand in covering up hundreds of deaths, I started to think they were all the same. Selfish, egotistical, cruel. But, in the end, it's not that simple. The truth isn't a straight line of ink on a crisp scroll. It's a splatter, smudged, and faded on stained parchment. I wish more Quen could see that, instead of looking the other way, or twisting the truth to serve their own schemes.
I doubt Bohai would agree with you.
No, nor the rest of the Board of Overseers. As Eileen said, it's easier to believe the lie is truth, but it's worth fighting for. And this diviner, at least, won't settle for anything less. For that, I thank you, Aloy.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Yep. It's finally time. It's finally time for it to come to an end. But first, we gotta talk to our friends, see how they're doing.
I suppose you saw that Tilda is here. Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths or just scared of her. Probably both.
I guess she's not a fan of the Matrix then. And how's your training going?
Any more data catch your eye?
All of it? I have so much to study up on. Years, actually. I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But Sirius is way farther than that. And we thought journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel. It's overwhelming to think about.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding this stuff. Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night.
Wait, you mean it's not? You joined the stream right on time because you just woke up? Man, that's crazy. It's almost 8 o'clock at night here.
So, all of the tribes here are new to you?
Yes, I've been studying up on them. The most fascinating one thus far has been the Tenakth, an entire culture based on the holograms of an ancient museum. There's much they've misinterpreted, not unlike the Quen. But still, there's a nobility to what they've become. They're honorable and fearless.
And deadly. You sure you're okay going on this mission? I know things must be happening pretty fast for you.
I've already braved oceans and madmen who thought they were ancestors reborn. Why not a few immortals with lethal drones at their command, too?
Guess the more the merrier.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
Are you okay?
I was wondering, is it really safe having someone like Regala here? She seems angry. The kind of angry that leads to murdering people in their sleep.
Don't worry. We're going to point that anger in the right direction. The Zeniths.
If you say so.
Man, we probably could have gotten like different dialogue if we killed Regala.
I hope our new guests have been behaving.
This Silence, he's the one who built the weapon that can take down Zenith shields?
He is. Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any questions about it. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming?
Our spirit?
Yeah. He was born without that.
He has no soul.
How are you holding up?
Varl's loss is heavy on everyone's mind. I didn't know him well, but I can see how much he meant to the others. Zoe and Erend seem to have taken to it the hardest, but I don't quite know what to say to them.
They need time to sort through it.
And what about you? Will time heal your wounds?
I don't know. I try not to think about it.
Yeah, she's over it. She started hating him when he shaved.
Have you spoken with Zoe at all?
A little bit, but I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. I don't think they noticed. Zoe seemed so free when she did it. Like every emotion she had was taking flight in song. And she looked happier because of it. I felt so dull and nervous in comparison.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime. About Utaru music.
Maybe.
We won't let the Zeniths get away with what they've done.
Everyone's ready to take the fight to the enemy.
And you?
Nervous? But I'm ready too.
Don't worry. We'll get through this together.
All right.
I should head out.
Right. I have archives to get back to.
No, you don't. Well, actually, I don't know how long the next few conversations are going to take. Okay, so we got Aaron, we got Zoe, and... Wait, where's everybody else at? Oh, Katalo. Oh, you know what? I actually kept forgetting to go to talk to him as well. Okay, I guess nothing for her. Wait, where's Regala at? Apparently she's here now. Wait. That's not the way out, is it? Oh, okay, no, this is the way out. I believe that's the way out. Wait, where is Regala? Oh, okay, I guess technically there's two way out, right? Or two ways out?
So, you return.
Okay, no dialogue for him. Alright, I don't know, maybe she's somewhere else, or maybe I guess there might not be any dialogue. Well, I'm looking for the exclamation marks above their heads.
Aloy, it appears that we have some interesting new guests. I'm glad to see you're okay, though. I heard you gave the Tanakh something to talk about. I was half expecting you to burst in through the ceiling riding a sunwing.
Sorry to disappoint.
Oh, where Beta was? That's where she's at? Oh, okay. What's up, Profile? I can talk to Silence as well, but he doesn't have any dialogue like, well, I don't know. Well, I'll check it out, I guess.
Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal, bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different. Ready to head over to the Zenith base?
Whatever comes, we will endure.
Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Erend and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he?
Yeah, that's Regala, Profile. Yeah, she's here with us. We had a little battle not too long ago. Yeah, and I spared her life.
I have to go. I trust you to keep things civil around here.
I'll make sure Erend doesn't punch Silence in the face, if that's what you mean.
Thanks.
I want to see that. I want to see how Silence would react to that. Wait, actually, let me check Silence real quick. Oh, that's Alva. Where was Silence? No.
Aloy.
Oh, actually, wait, real quick. I think I got a couple of other, yeah, the other overrides that I could do real quick. Oh! Thought I got that part too. Alright. Let's see. Oh, okay.
Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
Really? Yeah, they should have put like a marker on his head, because I wouldn't have talked to him if he didn't have anything to say. Let's see. Tell me about your plan.
Okay, so your big plan. Everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tanakh's army and that weapon. And to get the Tanakhs to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regala's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tanakh to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation at the Hades Proving Lab.
The Sons?
Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades in the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to a Sarah.
Oh god, I remember when we were trying to fight her and then the cutscene wouldn't trigger for some reason. Let's see, you and Asera.
How did you get Asera to work for you?
I knew there was an associate of the Oseram tinker, Durval, who escaped his failed assault on Meridian. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Durval had failed.
So you promised her Regala and the Tenakth. Asera would help you create a machine-riding army that wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
The Proving Lab?
You wanted me to surrender to the Zenith at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today.
And about the weapon.
Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
Still. Regala.
Why help Regala take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hikaru.
Before Regala's rebellion, Hikaru was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes, exceedingly so. All Regala craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
And the Quen?
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shills.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
Pharaoh and Thebes.
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Alright, be ready.
Alright, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling? You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
His spider senses are tingling. Oh, is that foreshadowing, I wonder? I wonder. Alright, I'm gonna talk to her and then I'll go talk to Regala and then we'll get this started.
Aloy, you came back with some interesting friends.
Wish I could say we don't need them. But Silence and Tilda are here for a reason. Even Regala.
Yeah. Enemy of my enemy and all that, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think Silence saw the new Matrix movie, and that's why he hates her. I don't blame him. That movie sucked. Alright, the Zeniths.
You, talked to Tilda at all?
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice. And you say she wants to help?
I think so. Well, let's hope. Doesn't look like any of our guests are making trouble.
Yet. So, Katalo tells me you flew. Well, that's new. I've been busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there having all the fun.
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you can handle soon. With the Zeniths.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, Neo and Morpheus are going to be the villains in the next game. Yeah, they're saving it for the next game.
I guess Silence is keeping to himself, as usual.
I was hoping he'd give me an excuse to hammer his sorry ass to the ground.
Foreshadowing.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit on that smug face of his? After everything he's done?
Of course he does.
Sure.
Yeah.
Later. Right now, he's got something we need.
Something we need, but something we won't get. Until the next game, maybe.
I better get going.
Oh, you know where to find me.
Okay. So now Regala. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't show like a marker next to Silence, you know, or on top of his head, I mean. Because, yeah, like I said, I wouldn't have talked to him if that was the case. How do we get down there again? I mean, I know there was a shaft back there, but there's like a... No, there's like another direct path down there where, Oh! I forgot about him. Wait, what's this?
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Oh!
Yes. It still feels strange. I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through.
I forgot about Kotalo again.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove. How are you holding up?
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten, and paralyze Regala's army with lightning. I would say that I am... inspired.
Thank you, I guess.
It is I who should be thanking you.
No. I shall thank you. The Tenakth. Wings of the Ten?
Your people keep mentioning the Wings of the Ten. What exactly does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. It is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. And now, you have done it. Like the deeds of the Ten themselves, it will never be forgotten. So, tell me, how did it feel?
I won't lie. Pretty good.
I can only imagine.
He should be out there making new friends. Yeah, he shouldn't be in here. You know, just playing with his new arm. Speaking of his arm...
I bet people are curious about that new arm of yours.
None more than our Quen ally, I assure you. She couldn't wait to take it apart and figure out how it works. I gave her the data I used to build the thing.
And now it's broken.
Hoping that would satisfy her curiosity instead.
Good luck with that. Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that doesn't seem natural. I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and she didn't bleed at all.
Honestly, with her, nothing would surprise me.
That's interesting that he would say that. What, is she like a machine or something too? Oh my god. I swear to god, if it ends up that they're actually machines, then, well, there you go.
Things will get ugly once the Zeniths realize we're in their base. You'll need every trick you've ever learned.
I would have it no other way. Many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we stood here today. We will endure on their behalf. Though, I am curious how you intend to defeat the Zenith's defenses without an army of our own.
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're ready to fight.
As you say, you have more than earned my trust.
Wait, what was the name of the Zenith that died? Because there was a Zenith that died already. No, I'm just saying the one that died, like, what was her name? Actually, I forgot. Or did they even say what her name was?
Must be strange, seeing everything through a focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
What do you think of this place? It must take some getting used to.
It's an efficient center of operations, and an acceptable training facility. Though it could use some more color.
Duly noted.
Verbena. Yeah, I know, because, yeah, she died because of Silence's weapon. That's what I'm saying, like, I got a feeling that somebody's gonna turn, or it could probably be Silence is gonna turn on Tilda and use the weapon on her. I got a feeling that's gonna happen.
Anything interesting happen while I was away?
I found an acceptable place to practice with my blade.
Oh, and where's that?
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are always up for a fight.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
That would defeat the purpose of the training.
Those Sunwings weren't there last time I checked.
Found anything interesting during your training?
Gaia told me where to find data on how wars were waged in the old world. I knew the 10 fought against machines, much as we do now, but it seems they were among the last of their kind. Later, machines battled other machines on behalf of greedy leaders, as they vied for lands and spoils. At least the Tenakth have the courage to put their lives on the line when conflicts arise.
There is nobility in that. But maybe we just need fewer conflicts in the first place.
Yes, of course. Hikaru would have it so as well.
How are your studies going?
I wanted to learn more about the world of the Old Ones.
And?
I looked up this pharaoh Gaia said you went looking for, and learned about the plague of machines he unleashed. To think that the ancient world was wiped out by a mistake. A single miscalculation. There is no glory or honor in such a fate. Only hubris and pointless death.
That about sums it up.
Yep.
Think you're ready to put all your training to the test?
I am Tenakth. I am always ready.
Look, I know you're probably not happy about keeping Regala around, but I want her on our side when we fight the Zeniths.
It is more than she deserves. Even so, I will not question your judgment.
Thank you, Katalo.
Them saying old ones makes you feel old? Yeah, they're talking about us, man. We all died because of a mistake. Because of some greedy bastard. Yeah.
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
It's a phantom
I
pain.
can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
God, I imagine it must be like that for people in real life, you know, that are missing their arms or lost their arms. They still feel a pain that's of something that's not even there anymore.
Have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as salve-brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink myself.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind sharing. What do Tenakth do to relax? You know, to take a break from training?
We play strike. Your Oseram friend, Erend, is surprisingly good at it, although he has yet to beat me. It helps one think strategically, hones the mind for tactics.
Somehow that still sounds like training.
God, he's gonna have a lot of dialogue because I forgot about him.
Have you spoken with Alva?
The Quen is peculiar. Nothing like a Tenakth. Her mind is sharp, That much is certain. But it's hard to imagine her surviving in the wilds.
Trust me, she's tougher than she looks.
I will take your word for it.
The pain is mentally. Yeah.
You nervous about the mission ahead?
If I live, it will be in victory. If I die, it will be in battle. What matters most is that you achieve your objective.
I'll do my best.
I wonder which one of our friends is gonna die. I got a feeling there's gonna be somebody else that's gonna die. Not the bad guys, but one of them. I wonder who.
Anything new going on I should know about?
The Quen has been more insistent than usual, asking about the visions at the Grove. Her pursuit of knowledge is relentless. The 10 would have a hard time fighting her off.
Just think of her like one of your chaplains.
Yes. Only more persistent.
Oh, still going.
Did Aaron tell you we found the people who gave Regala's rebels the power to override machines?
He told me of the battle. I suggested he etch this victory on his fighting arm with one of our inkers.
Is he going to do it?
He didn't say no.
Okay.
I have to go. But I'll be briefing everyone on the plan soon.
Understood.
So was all that dialogue something that we could have listened? Well, maybe the majority of it we could have listened to it earlier, if I hadn't completely forgotten about him. I guess he's just been sitting there wanting to talk to me. All right, now I gotta find Regala. Where the hell are the stairs at? Or I guess I'll just go down that shaft. Or is it? Wait, is it right here? No, that's the way out. All right, screw it. I'll just go down here. I forgot what this place was like. There was another spot. Oh, it was the next door. Oh my god. Oh.
This place smells wrong. No sand or wind, only cold steel. And the others up there, your squad.
They can hold their own. As for this base, it may not be what you're used to, but it is a shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
You know, Regala reminds me of an actress named Angela Bassett. She played T'Challa's mom in Black Panther. Actually, I wonder if that's her. I guess I'll find out when the credits hit.
The whole time I've been in the West, I've been fighting you and your rebels. I'd at least like to know why.
You were among the enemy. What more is there to know?
It is her, isn't it?
Why did you do it?
Dork, Jiroka, Makalo, and the Karja pushed into the desert to raid our people. My brother's squad was among the first to intercept them. But the Karja captured them, strung them up, and burned them alive as an example. It was too late. I found them by the sound of their screams.
So you wanted vengeance?
Vengeance? No. I wanted devastation. To tear down the Karja's cities and drown the land in blood. Hunt down every last survivor and grind their bones until the sky chokes on the dust. But my chief betrayed me. Betrayed the Tanakh.
I was actually wondering about that since we last fought her. Yeah, because I didn't really notice it too much when we first met her, but when we fought her last time, I was like, you know what? She kind of looks like Angela Bassett a bit. And now I heard her more clearly right now. Yeah, it sounded a lot like her too. And it is her. Well, there you go.
How did Hikaru betray you?
Hikaru called on the clans to resist the Karja's red raids. But we did more than just defend. We hunted them, and they fled as children before a pack of claw striders all the way to their border. There we ripped down their stone walls. Their domain was ours for the taking. But when it came time to push on, Hikaru ordered us to fall back. What soldier retreats when slaughter is at hand?
The kind who wants peace for their people.
Peace is just a lull between vendettas. But I thought my chief had greater tactics in mind, so I stood by him, even when he allowed that filthy Karja to join our ranks.
Fashav.
I enjoyed watching him die at the embassy. He should have been put down when we first captured him on the field. Instead, Hikaru made him a marshal.
Fashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tenakth.
It was an insult. No Outlander can ever deserve to wear our armor, bear our marks. And then a Karja messenger was brought before us. That's when I knew. I had to run my blade through Hikaru and drag his treacherous corpse to the gates of the sun.
Man. You know, before Black Panther, I can't recall the last movie I'd seen with her in it. Yeah, I don't remember.
What happened when the Karja messenger appeared before Hikaru?
The quivering priests bore a message from their new king. No more war. No more raids. Suddenly, the Karja wanted to talk peace. An embassy at the very fortress we tore down. A true Tenakth would never take a Karja truce. Their blood exists to be spilled, but Hikaru lapped up the priest's message. He showed himself a Karja-loving traitor when he accepted. That's when I challenged him.
And lost.
His mercy was just another sign of his weakness. I vowed never to rest until the debt was repaid, with him on his knees before me. So with an army of soldiers and machines at my back, I returned. The day you got in my way.
Inside Aloy's head, this bitch is crazy. Nah, she just needs a hug. Yeah.
The deal you made. Override tech in exchange for an assault on the Zenith base. How did Silence approach you?
That name means nothing to me. My agreement was with the Oseram Asera and their sons of Prometheus.
So all this time, you didn't even know who you were really dealing with? And you trusted an Outlander?
If it was a trick, I would have crushed her. But she spoke with the same burning hatred for the Karja. And she offered me the chance to run them down with machines. The terror in your enemy's eyes when they see you charge. You know what I'm talking about. I bet you felt it.
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal? Would you have honored it?
Had I killed Hikaru and become chief, these Zeniths would have been the first of the tribe's victories. But because of you, my people will continue to consort with the enemy. A tribe of weaklings.
Because of me, hundreds of Tenakth won't throw away their lives in a battle they can't win.
Okay, battling the Zeniths.
Are you really going to fight alongside me?
No.
I have no reason to betray you.
Really?
I failed to kill Hikaru, failed to eliminate you. No Tenakth would follow me now. The Karja remain out of my reach, cowering behind their walls. All I have left are the screams of those long dead and unending rage. So show me where to bury it.
I don't know. All right, be ready.
All right. I guess we'll both face the end soon enough.
Ever since you got in my way, I've wanted to see your bones burned white beneath the sun. But if I'm to die in battle, then it might as well be with the one who flew with the wings of the 10.
I'll let you know when it's time to move out.
I think you better get ready right now. Guess we're starting this. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Yeah, what door was it again? Let's try to find these stairs here, and I'm like, where was it? Oh, okay. Maybe I just looked real quick and I thought that was like a little room, and maybe I should have went a little bit further up ahead so I would have seen the stairs. Alright, well here we go, guys. It's time. After 2 hours of dialogue. Now we're gonna get another 2 hours. Alright.
Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before that?
Nope.
Alright, people. I need you up in the control room, right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location, undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood? You two? A minute?
Is that Trinity?
Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. You with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
What's up, Venus? How you doing? All right. Is this it? Up, up, up. Oh, I gotta talk to them again. Oh no. Another hour of conversations. Alright, I guess. They might tell me what the meaning of life is, so let's see. Man.
We're finally doing this.
Never thought I'd be off on a mission to take down a bunch of immortals from the stars. I can hear the drinking songs already.
Oh my god. That's again.
If that one's not working right, you can have one of my spare focuses, you know.
Yeah, little bugger's got some personality, that's all. You just saved my butt a couple of times now. It wouldn't feel right to leave it behind. You know, besides, it goes with my outfit.
Wouldn't want to spoil your look.
Yeah. That's what makes his look. Yeah, it's the final part. Yep.
Varl made the right call. You know, bringing you here.
Thanks. Yeah, Varl. You know, I never knew he had a sister. I found out a few days before you guys went to the Gemini. I was, well, to be honest, I was terrified I'd screw up the mission somehow. So he sat me down for a drink. Just one, mind you. And we talked about family. Vala, Ursa, loss and revenge. And how you helped us.
You know, we never did get that drink you promised back in the Embrace. And you never told me exactly how your sister escaped the Mad Sun King.
I guess we never got round to it. World ending and all. No time like the present, though. If you're up for it.
Oh, really? Okay. Let's go.
You think it's time for us to finally have that drink?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. Oh.
What the fuck? I thought he was gonna make it with his focus. Or he was probably gonna call DoorDash. Yeah.
So, how did Ursa escape Mad Sun King Jiran's palace?
Well, first she had to survive the Sun Ring. See, during the war, the Karja threw a prisoner a day in there. And, you know, for what? To die as sacrifices, fighting machines in a pit. Thinking somehow that was gonna appease all the other deranged machines in the world? Ha!
They're gonna be too drunk for this battle now.
And when it was Ursa's turn, the Karja thought she'd go down if they threw a big machine at her.
Oh, but she didn't.
And she defeated all of them. Even got some of Jiran's kestrels for good measure. And the Mad Sun King was impressed, I guess. Thought it'd be funny to have her run around his palace as a servant. He enjoyed humiliating her that way.
I remember you telling me something about that. That's how she met Avad. He helped her escape.
Yeah, but what no Karja scroll will ever tell you is how the young prince snuck Ursa out of the palace. He knew their best chance was to get Ursa to blend in, so he got her everything she needed to disguise herself as a Karja noblewoman. Yeah, perfumes, veils, and all.
I get the feeling she wasn't too happy with that.
Oh man, Ursa would have rather fought her way out of that palace with her bare hands than put on all of that Karja eye paint. But Avad insisted it was the only way, so she agreed under one condition. Avad had to dress up as well.
She made Avad dress up like a noblewoman?
As perfumed and powdered as a babe. Ursa said he looked better like that than he ever did in a crown.
That would, definitely make for an interesting sight.
Oh, it worked like a charm, too. Not only did they make it out of the palace, they paid a traveling merchant to get Ursa to the border, and none were the wiser.
Yep. They're drunk now. Now they're drunk. Alright, we got this, man. We got this. That was a nice conversation, though. Yeah.
You were right. That was a story best told over a drink.
Exactly.
All good stories are.
Okay. Let's play Strike.
I guess I should get going.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point, with my hammer ready.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Alright. Maybe I should go talk to Kotalo. I might forget about him again.
I hope everybody's ready for this. Fighting the Zeniths isn't going to be easy.
Aloy, nothing you do ever is. At least, now you don't have to do it alone.
Thanks. Everyone here, training, working together. If it weren't for Varl, none of it would have happened.
You know, there was this one night, right before Varl left with you to go to Gemini. He realized I was having trouble sleeping. I was nervous about the mission. To be honest, I think we both were. So, he asked me to join him in Gaia's dome. He brought up this hologram of Earth that you two found back in the Zenith launch facility. We sat there, just looking at it. I thought about how Plainsong was just a speck on that great sphere. How every corner of it must be teeming with life. And any fears I had about our mission were gone. I miss him terribly.
I know.
Yeah, this is the final conversation. The calm before the storm, exactly.
You and Aaron seem to be on better terms now.
He may have terrible taste in music, but he did apologize for mocking my tribe. And that ale he keeps raving about isn't half bad. I still plan on beating that stubborn face of his to break our sparring stalemate.
Try not to hurt him too bad.
Still talking about that. That should be the ending, yeah.
I should go. I'll let you know when I'm ready to head to the base.
Before you do, there is one favor I would ask of you.
What is it?
You placed this focus in my care, and gave me the highest calling an Utaru has ever known. If I should fall in battle, I'd like you to be the one to bury my seed pouch. For the both of us.
So,
No.
Make sure you stay alive to do so.
No, she can't die.
let's just try to all come back home,
They can't die.
okay?
That better not be foreshadowing. Okay, Miss Alva.
You nervous?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not slightly apprehensive.
The plan will work if we all focus on our assignments.
Right.
More of the Zeniths?
The rest of us should be enough of a distraction to the Zeniths for you to hack into their network undetected.
Right.
But you'll have to be quick, in case they do.
What exactly do you expect me to find, Aloy?
I don't know. The truth, if we're lucky.
Probably the Zenith's credit card numbers. Yeah. She wants to hack into their bank accounts. Imagine the game saying you've been pranked, there is no final boss. Imagine this all wasn't real, actually.
Once all this is over, will you go back across the ocean?
It's the Matrix.
I don't know. The more I think about it, the more worried I become. If I go back, I don't even know if they'd let me keep this focus you gave me, or what they'd do to me for reading what is clearly forbidden data. Even if I somehow were allowed to carry on my duties as a diviner, would I be willing to let the truths I've learned about the ancestors be buried away by the Board of Overseers? Would I dare challenge them and risk my family's safety? Or losing Federa?
Damn.
Who's this Federa you mentioned?
She is another diviner. One of our best. We used to be rivals at the academy. I hated her guts. But apparently there's a fine line between hate and love. We became very close, and then I was assigned to the expedition. She promised she'd wait for me, no matter how long it took.
Well, that was smart of her. She won't do any better.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I do. I want you to know I'm glad you're with us, Alva.
Whatever happens, I'm grateful that the legacy brought us together. I never thought I'd get to actually meet an ancestor.
Come on, do I look that old?
Yeah. She didn't say anything. You know what? I heard in this final mission I'm gonna get unlimited stamina. Yeah.
Katala will protect you inside the Zenith base.
I'm not afraid. I know Katala will fulfill his duty, as will I. If we die doing so, at least it'll be alongside a friend.
I'd rather you both stay alive, if you don't mind.
We'll try and keep that in mind.
Somebody's not gonna make it. I got a feeling somebody else is not gonna make it.
I need to get going.
I'll be at the rendezvous point. May truth lead us to victory.
What's up, Matthew? You know what? I also... You know, I heard that there's another item in this game that I've never used. Something caster. Rope caster. That's it. That's it. The rope caster. Yeah. Damn it. I'm not going to forget about the pole caster again. I'm not going to forget about her. Oh, I'll talk to everybody. I'm going to talk to everybody.
So, how are we feeling about the mission?
I do not know everything that you have planned, but it doesn't matter. All that remains is to follow you to the end, whatever that will be.
Thank you, Katalo. I'm glad all this brought us together.
You brought us together, and I am grateful too.
I brought you together.
Oh, and by the way, I was hoping now would be a good time to go back to the Tremor Tusk site and test my new arm before we leave on our mission.
Right. I'll let you know when I can make my way there.
Thank you.
Wait, what? Is he actually serious? Like, we're actually going to meet with him? There was 2 objectives. I didn't see what the other one was.
Now that training time is over, what's on your mind?
The Bulwark, the Kulrut, and how we need another miracle if we're to survive the Zenith base.
I'll try not to let you down.
I know you will not.
We didn't really get to talk about what happened at Gemini.
There was nothing more to say. If he were to Noct, Varl's bravery would have earned him sacred burial at the Grove, among the most distinguished of our tribe's warriors. His deeds were worthy of the 10. When the fight is done, I will have the Inkers etch his memory on my skin, so that it may live on.
I'm sure he'd be honored.
Yeah. I was going to say, that the place where we fought the Tremor Tusk, we already went there, yeah. Was that a glitch? Maybe? Maybe he wasn't supposed to say that again?
I'll see you soon, then.
It will be my honor.
Yeah, because we did that, was it a side quest, I think? Oh, that's weird. Okay. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen, like, a glitch conversation, like, you know.
There you are.
They say one thing, and all of a sudden they say another thing. It's like, wait, we did that already, though. Yeah. Like, when we're delivering the, was it the tags? Or, no, it was the black boxes. We gave them all to that lady, and then Aloy is like, oh, I haven't found them all yet. Here's the last one. Or something like that. I forget what she said.
Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Really?
Okay, so... what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks.
And then?
I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less, and I wanted more. and so we ended things.
So helping me, restoring Elizabeth's dream, it's what,
A second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
She is human. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the Tripcaster. That's one thing that I've used it in the arena, but yeah, forgot about that one too.
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths. That you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Out of necessity. I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of survival, both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others, to try to undo what damage I could. Hence the data channel with Beta. The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled to save you.
Yeah, Tilda has a platinum outfit. Yeah, above legendary. Tell me about your house and your mother.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
So you and Elizabeth.
Why do you think Elizabeth pulled away?
I've wondered that for 1,000 years. She was brilliant, visionary. She cared so deeply for the world, for the betterment of humanity. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. She never wanted to share her burdens. I think, in the end, she had a core that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes I wonder if anyone really knew her.
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth back in the proving lab after Far Zenith's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
She said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she? All this time, thank you for telling me. I've always hated that those were the last words we ever said to each other. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Far Zenith, not who I truly am.
Just so you know, as a spoiler, that Aaron becomes a machine like a Dreadwing and a Stormbird combined. Yeah, the Stormfang. Stormfang. Alright, what's in the Zenith base?
What else can we expect to find in the Zenith base?
As I mentioned in the briefing, our goal will be the command center. That's where Beta and Gaia are being held. There are also printing facilities where the others have been amassing the natural resources they've stripped from the region.
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate more Spectre drones, a small army of them.
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape. Disaster can strike at any moment. We've learned our lesson.
Did we ever see that?
Have you figured out how Silence's weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard.
What?
Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
Oh. There's more of them? I thought it was just, well, 2 of them now, I guess. Was it Gerard and Eric? Wait, Stanley Chen.
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I found data on a man named Stanley Chen. I think he was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist. He was one of the good ones. When we established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas in virtual reality. Lights, shows, gambling, every detail perfectly recreated.
Hookers too.
And while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies, he flung his doors wide to everyone.
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth?
No, he perished.
Oh.
When our colony was destroyed. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved city survived.
I thought the name sounded familiar, yeah. The audio logs in Vegas.
So, Eric. Was he always a bloodthirsty psychopath?
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military company. A band of cutthroats, in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants in favor of automated warfare. He found success with clientele that required a more personal touch. There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed his targets. On occasion, all for the thrill of it. But on Sirius, he retreated to virtual reality simulations. In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased, though I suspect with diminishing satisfaction.
All of his tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him, though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
He's probably the biggest douchebag of all of them, maybe. Even more than Gerard.
What can you tell me about Gerard?
He was the head of the world's largest financial conglomerate, and as such had dealings with almost every major corporation. It made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth, and certainly the wealthiest among Far Zenith.
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence. Gerard's always believed himself to be a refined patrician, able to maintain control with a polished smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator. It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very much like to see his face when he realizes we've beaten him.
Will we see it, though? Will we see his face when we beat him? Or will we even beat him?
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths, Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations. Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological achievements, Verbena inherited her billions. Her father had achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer. Someone who leverages their fame to influence the choice of others.
What, like a cult?
In a way, yes.
Well, she must have done something right to have survived this long.
She was her own brand of ruthless. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for escape.
And the rest of them?
Okay, so I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth. Titans of their industries.
And let me guess. All selfish and ruthless to the core.
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch.
Did we hear that name before, too?
And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular biology. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements. But then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation.
Printing?
His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
Well, this is going to be interesting. Are we actually going to encounter all of them, though? That's going to be interesting. Let's see. Oh, that's it. That's all for now, I guess.
Okay. I'll let you know when it's time.
I'll be here until then.
Can't wait to see these.
Thank you, Aloy, for giving me this chance. My past has always been a struggle. More than once I've lost everything. But when I look to the future, I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of new possibilities.
Maybe we can make it happen.
We will. I won't let anything get in the way. I promise you that.
Dude, I guess in this world they can 3D print a Big Mac. Yeah. Fast food printing. What the hell? Alright, hold on a second. Let me double check here, make sure nobody else is hiding from me. I mean, who's left that we haven't talked to yet? Oh yeah, Mr. Silence, and I guess Regala downstairs. I'm not forgetting about anybody, right?
Aloy,
I think the ghost overall's around here too.
something else?
Oh. I guess not. Just get ready.
I'll be going.
As you wish.
Oh, okay. Guess he had nothing to say. Oh, okay. Weird. Yes, I know we're in the base. Have to tell me that twice. Alright. Did I forget about Katalo again? No, I didn't. Okay, but Regala's downstairs. I gotta talk to her real quick, and then we'll be on our way. If I can find those damn stairs. Is it this one? Nope. Jesus Christ. Still haven't memorized everything here yet. Alright, here we go. And there she is. Miss Angela Bassett.
What now?
What the hell?
I need to be going.
Yes. Enough talking.
I just came to look at you real quick. Alright. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, that got rid of it. They got rid of the, the objective. Well, the optional one, at least. Okay. Well, I guess we'll be on our way. So where exactly are we going? Are we going to that one spot that they showed us? Yep. Yes, we are. Oh, god damn it. Oh, really? Alright, I guess this will be the closest one then. Let's do it! They have printed fast food and just imagine eating it. I'm sure it will taste like the you know, as good as the real thing, right? Yeah, they probably perfected it. They probably did. Alright, was that really an hour of dialogue? No way. I mean, it didn't feel that long, honestly. But we might have gone a little close, I mean. Oh, isn't this the spot where we fought the Tremor Tusk and the Thunderjaw? And I think a Skywing as well? Yeah, what was it? The Valley of the Fallen or whatever? Good times. Yeah, good times. Yeah, who would have thought? Would have come back here again just for this.
There. Rendezvous point. I should take care of everything I can before calling in the others to attack the Zenith base.
Sounds like the point of no return, right? Ah, yep. Here we go. If you proceed past this point, you will be locked into singularity and the open world will be unavailable for the duration of the quest. Let's do it. Nothing else to do. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Call him.
Okay, everyone. I'm at the rendezvous point. It's time to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Understood, Aloy. We're on our way.
Five days later.
Aloy,
Oh, just him?
Where are the others?
not far behind.
Oh.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
Are we all here? Then let's begin.
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others. Shall we?
Yeah, this is it. This is their profile. Final boss or final bosses?
I wish there was a less pungent way to get way inside the base.
Agreed.
I think Aaron farted. Yeah.
There's the launch tower. That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be specters guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Catalo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important.
Get your credit card info.
Erend, you're with me. You guys, take the high ground in case we need covering fire.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
One more thing. Open up the channel to Beta. Audio only.
Aloy,
We're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right?
as long as you hold up your end.
We will. See you soon.
Be careful.
Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
Was it even possible to come to this place even before doing this? Or would the game have prevented me from coming here? Where's Varl? He's up there looking down at us. Yeah.
Beware, Aloy. Spectres ahead.
Oh no! You don't say.
Company. Follow my lead.
That's what I do.
Shock ammo won't do much.
Okay. I'm not gonna use any. Oh, wait. Hold on. Frost resistance? Nope, none at all. Alright, here we go. Nice. Bam, sucker!
Live long, kill your enemy.
Alright.
That's a quick way to take it down.
Yeah, okay, this has to be the place where we're gonna encounter the last machine. I just wonder what the hell it's gonna be. I wonder what it's gonna be. Because I've done all the other side quests. All the errands.
Hit it while it's frozen.
We're still missing one.
Oh, they felt that one. Now this is why I came along.
Wait, did I do more damage than that before?
I think we
Nice.
got it.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think you're right too. It's full spectrum warriors. Yeah.
Find anything?
Yeah.
I think there's a cave up there that might get us through that ridge.
Let's climb up to it.
Alright, hold on a second. Let me restock here. I might need this stuff. Wait. Oh, here we go.
What's in this backpack? Metal bricks?
Aloy, Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Jump!
Keep me posted.
Wait, what? Oh. Okay, it's gotta be in a specific spot where we can go up. That's kind of annoying. Like, I'm holding up and she's not even jumping up there.
It's creepy in here.
Don't worry. I'll protect you.
I wish I had a glider.
What do you got?
I guess I'll find another way across.
There you go. Just jump. That's good enough. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I gotta watch out, guys. I haven't died in this game yet. I don't want to get a game over.
There's a lot of dead machines on this island.
We killed a great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to you now.
Oh, shit!
Another Spectre.
Sneak or fight.
The hell? I didn't
You
see that.
choose.
I guess I don't have to worry about tagging. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna do is this.
I grab it.
I'm here.
Boom!
Just like that.
Better than any Oseram.
Aaron's gonna be doing all the hacking? Yeah, he's a pretty good hacker. He does a lot better when he's drunk. There's like a lot of stuff to loot here, too. Kind of wonder if I should be picking all this stuff up. Wait, really? Okay, and there's a metal flower here, too.
Tired yet?
But I guess I really don't have to worry about those.
Clear those weeds.
I'm gonna smoke those weeds.
Hey,
We're through.
just here. It's not beer, but it'll do.
Wait, what? The fuck is he talking about over there?
We can take this one, Aloy. Keep moving.
No, hold on, I wanna help you. Oh, well. Okay, if you say so. Yeah, because I don't have to worry about XP anymore.
That Stormbird carcass should get us over the gap.
I hate Stormbirds. But I guess, got dead ones.
Yeah, Stormbirds aren't too bad.
I remember the good old days when our only worry was whether Meridian would be destroyed. You know, instead of the whole world.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Good times.
God damn it.
More specters. I'll attack when you...
Oh, no. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, wait, what? Okay, this isn't a different Spectre. That's weird. It didn't even fill up the frost right away. I gotta do it again. Wait, what? Huh, that's weird.
Hit it with plasma.
No, shut your face. I do what I want, man. I do what I want. Oh my god. It's not gonna let me do it. Something special about the Spectre.
They're in trouble now.
That's weird. I wonder why it didn't even fill up, Wait. All the Spectres aren't different, right? No, they have the same resistance and stuff. Huh. That's kind of weird. I wonder why it didn't fill up the frost right away.
Hit it again.
Wait, what? Yeah, like that one. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I gotta hit him right in the front or something? That's pretty weird.
This dead's out.
Yeah. That's interesting. Maybe I should have aimed for the head. Whatever the head is. For all I know, its head could be on its ass.
Thing with acid.
Alright, hold up. Why do I keep going back to that? There we go.
That's all of them. Let's push on.
He just said it's not beer, but it'll do. Yeah, but what was he talking about though when he said that?
A little.
Yeah, they really gave us a lot of stuff to loot in this place. Makes me wonder, how bad is this battle gonna be? Yeah, once we get to the main area, how bad is it gonna get? Hey, Lou's pretty good. How you doing? All right. Let me see here. I would like some more berries. Actually, I need to heal too.
Here, up this rock.
Oh, and I probably need some of the wood as well. The ridgewood. Yeah. I think I could hold like 500 now,
We're gonna
right?
have to climb around this corner.
I'll try not to complain.
It's insane, really? That's how bad it's gonna get? Oh, I can't wait.
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
Going as fast as we can. You alright?
Sort of.
Am I gonna have to fight that one, or is silence gonna get him? Well, it's not coming after me yet. Oh, something next to me. Yep, there you go. I should probably override this thing. I think I have the ability to do that.
Do the Zeniths have?
A
More than
lot.
we want to fight at once, that's for sure.
That's
Nice.
the weak spot.
Got half of this health. Yeah, that's weird. I wonder why. I wonder why it's not filling it up all the way, like it did with a couple of them.
Looks like the others have things under control.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right. Guess I ain't worrying about that one then.
Come on, up the slab.
Hold up, hold on. Now I'm a little worried. I should probably restock. Oh, nice. Yeah, I should probably be picking all this shit up. Well, not everything, but like, well, at least medicine. Yeah. I would like to loot that Spectre too. Yeah, and there's no point in me in getting that other one. Oh, what the hell, dude? Oh. There we go. Come on, get up there.
Aloy, Alva and I are in position.
Jeez,
it.
really?
Blow the regulator.
A moment while I ignite the charges.
Is there gonna be a slaughter spine next? It better be dead too.
Alva and Catalo did their job. Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
Whatever you plan to do to stop those specters, you better do it now.
I'm not doing anything. Beta will. She just needs a little time.
Time that we don't have.
Come on, Beta, come on, come on, come on.
What is that?
Hey! Oh my god! I hope we don't fight those things next.
Our army.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think you got their attention.
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Which is faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
Now we can crank out machines to its heart's content.
Nice.
Let's get to the launch tower before this whole place becomes a war zone.
Oh, you meant that? That's what you meant about insane? That was pretty insane, but I thought we were gonna fight all of those.
Your maneuver, as clever as it is, means that Hephaestus has escaped containment.
Wait, why is it telling me that? Is there a weapon that I don't have a coil with? Or... Well, no, they all have coils.
Will no doubt flee back to the cauldron network.
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
Or find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps. The Apollo database.
Okay, so I thought it was gonna be insane, like, during a fight, I mean. That's what I meant. Like, when I was fighting something. Unless it still will be insane.
In case we don't make it, I just have one regret.
What is it?
That we had to do all this climbing.
That a big rock might give us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha.
That's not all the specters are fighting our machines.
Ah, that'd have made life
Wasn't shocking, though.
Alright. Guess I should start it with this every time. While I'm in stealth. Oh, damn! Triggered the plasma. I didn't even know it had a plasma part. Alright. What's gonna kill it first? Me or the plasma? Alright, I'll leave it alone. It's gonna die in a few seconds. Go after the yellow one next.
Give me your best.
Oh, wait. Should've gone with this first. Yeah, that's weird. Maybe if I hit a weak point, like, directly with the frost arrow, it'll instantly... Or wait. No, I don't think I equipped something with instant brittle, I believe, right? Wait, let me check. Hold on a second. No, not on this bow, at least. It's kind of weird. Sometimes I get the instant brittle, but other times I have to hit him twice.
What do you get?
Oh, what the
Just some parts.
fuck? Did he do that? He's gonna be the real enemy. Because he's on fire. What the hell, dude? Was not expecting that. That hurt. That hurt me a lot. Alright, hold on. I need to get more ridgewood. I want to be close to max just in case if I have to make a lot of arrows. Just in case. Wait, hold on a second. Sweet.
This way.
Oh.
Big jump.
Let's say we're going this way.
To the right, I think.
What about to the left? To the left, to the left. Oh!
Now to the left.
Oh, okay. There you go. To the left. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep an eye out for the last machine in the
You
notebook.
can get to the launch tower through the hangar up ahead. I'm heading over to join you now.
The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in. Hurry, Aloy.
Oh, here we go. Here we go again. Oh, whoops. Nice. God, imagine before the nerf, I probably could have killed it in one hit. Yeah, there we go. Maybe if I aim right there, I'll always instantly... Well, I'll get it with instant brittle. Maybe.
Good work, everyone. Let's go.
Damn, Regala, you suck. I did that all on my own. I don't know, she might have gotten a hit in or something. What's up, buddy?
Whoa. Look at all this Zenith space stuff.
That was beautiful. Yeah, it was. Wait, what do you mean, the cutscene or what?
Come on, let's go.
This way, demon! Ah!
Uh-oh. She'll be fine.
This is the death I was promised. Go!
No, she was my favorite! Aw, come on, man. I actually thought she was gonna make it. Nah, I bet she's probably still alive. No, we can still save her.
May Regala return peacefully to the city.
Aloy, it's been intense, but Katalo got me to a network node.
Man.
I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the tower.
Look at all of that XP over there, guys. Well, if I needed it, I would have tried to find a way to get over there. But I don't need it. I'm maxed out already, so I'm good. At least we got a watch, though. Yeah. At least we get a watch. WrestleMania's over already? Yeah, I'm just gonna check out the... Oh, no! Was that a... Oh, I forgot. Yeah, let me get this ready just in case. If I have to take a potion. Well, if I pick up one, then yeah, I'll just drink a large potion and then pick up an extra one. Nice. Oh, here we go.
Ah, now we know who's been causing all the fuss. Tilda's little pet.
Silence. Zenith inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
This is pointless. You can't hurt us. Face it, you're worms that ooze through the cracks into our basement.
Silence.
One moment more.
It's not working.
I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
There.
The proton pack,
No.
it's not working.
Nothing. Fine. All right, people. Light 'em up!
That's how it works. A dud.
Are we supposed to be scared?
Oh, so we're not gonna fight all of them then. There you go.
We can't let Gerard escape. It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
I fail to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
What's up, Gio? Oh, this is it, man. This is the last quest.
Get to the top and secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
That's a shame. I wanted to meet all the other Zenith. I thought we would. Well,
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
we saw them. Yeah. Man, they're back there having a good time.
We're okay. As long as all but hurries.
I'm almost into the network.
Just do the best you can.
Yeah, let me play. I need a hero. I know, right? Oh. Oh, okay, okay. Wait, that was a large one, right? Yeah, let me use one. Just in case. If shit gets even more crazier. I want to have a backup. Is that something? No, nothing.
Okay, an elevator. promising.
You mean we're not gonna climb? Oh! Is this it?
We got some unfinished business, little girl.
Is it time to take the food or eat the food?
I don't need a shield to take you out.
Trust me, you're gonna wish you had one.
He's the last machine. Oh, he's actually weak to fire and frost. My favorites. What the fuck? Oh no! Oh my god, instant plasma? Really?
Felt that, didn't you?
Okay, how much damage will this do on him? Oh wow, it still does pretty good amount of damage. I didn't think it would do much.
Aloy, are you there? I'm on my way to help.
Ah,
Just need to
God!
find my way in there.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ, dude, this motherfucker's insane. All right, hold on a second.
These aren't trained.
Take that! No
Oh, God damn it! Of course. What if I just beat the shit out of him? Wonder if I should even eat that food. Oh, wait! Oh, I thought he canceled the resonator blast. God damn it!
Not much without your shield, are you?
There we go. Oh, seriously? Come on. Oh, okay, he's dead.
I almost forgot what it was like to hurt.
Payback. That was for my baby's daddy.
Now we're having fun, right? You okay?
I will be. In time.
What does he have?
Go. Rescue your sister. I'll regroup with the others and make sure they're alright.
Oh, wait, they referred to Beta as her sister, right? Before? That's not the first time? Rescue your sister. I guess. I mean, yeah. Hopefully there wasn't anything here to loot. Oh, I didn't teabag him, yeah.
The machine's inspectors
Let me go back.
wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. You'll have to climb from there. I almost have it.
But it's a good thing I remembered about the pullcaster this time, right, guys? Otherwise, I would have been stuck here. I was kidding. I seriously can't believe I actually forgot about that, though. Yeah. I was like, I have a rope caster. Maybe that's it. They should be all one and the same. This is it? The final fight coming up? Yeah, I was hoping we get to...
Is everyone alright down there?
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few specters.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Izo told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, I was...
I guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
I was hoping,
You there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out.
Oh.
I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid of it.
Alva? Alva! What's going on here? Maybe Beta can help me figure it out.
So, does this game take place in the world of Resident Evil? Is that what it is? They're afraid of Nemesis? Or is Nemesis the final machine or whatever in the notebook? Because I'm still missing one. Yeah, stars. Swear to God. Oh man. I hope I can get another potion real quick, a large one. I mean, I got 3, but I want to use one and pick up an extra one.
Almost there.
Oh, is this it? God damn it! What do I need that for now? I'm sure I could sell some stuff before, yeah, before the final boss fight. There's gonna be a merchant up here, just a random merchant. What are you buying? What are you selling? Ah! What's up, Jake? Yes, Nemesis. That Nemesis. Wait a minute.
I'm coming, Beta.
Can't go this way? I'll just take the stairs. Like a normal human. Yeah. Come on, tell me one of them has a large potion. Please. Oh, there might be one up there. I'll still take the stairs. God damn it. Never mind. Thank you. Now I want to play Resident Evil 4. Oh, here we go, here we go. Okay, so am I full on health at the moment? Alright, perfect. Yeah, I didn't like the way that fight with Eric was going. Yeah, it makes me think that this last guy is going to be crazy too. Or crazier. Yeah, I think that was Professor X.
This is it.
Professor Xavier.
The line.
He's going to read my mind. Alright. Here we go. What's up, Antonio? Doing pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, Mr. X is going to show up.
Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files. Anything referring to the word Nemesis.
Resident Evil 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over there.
Oh shit, he's gonna come out of there. Was Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6? I would like to play that soon.
The systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth.
Really? Like, another threat?
Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical.
Aliens?
Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did.
What?
Earth isn't a new home for them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
What the fuck happened? That was easy. Is she gonna be the true final boss?
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand.
Really?
And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia. So you can build yourself a new world.
Oh.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy, but her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
Wait,
Take cover! Get to the door!
Oh my god, she actually is the final boss. Oh, what the hell?
I've heard that before.
Okay, that's gotta be the last one.
I can endure. You cannot.
Shit. What are you weak to? Oh! Fuck! Oh my god, there goes all my health from my potion. Alright, screw it. Wait, what? Hold on. Did that just go through it? Oh, okay, no, I missed. Apparently I missed somehow. Wait, what? What the hell was that status? Ooh. Oh my god, still? I mean, I know it's not weak to this, but still. Come on! Alright, there we go. Oh, wait. Actually, hold on. I should try to use the stealth. I should try. Hold on a second. Let me get that ready. Wait, where the hell is it? Oh, there we go. Okay. Ah, oh, crap. My stamina's not filled up yet. God damn it. Should I just say screw it?
I can target its gold plating.
Nope, no, hold on. Wait, I just want my stamina to fill up all the way before I do this. Actually, I kind of hope this works.
This Spectre was designed to survive against
what the fuck? I didn't shoot? Oh, of course. Alright, hold up. Okay. Actually, I kind of wonder if this is even gonna work. Oh, let me get a little closer. No, it's not turning yellow. Crap, that ain't gonna work. Oh, really? Nope, this ain't gonna work. Yeah, that status is not supposed to be that color. It's gotta be like really yellow for me to do more damage, but it's not. Shit. Well, so much for that. Okay, wait, what is it that it's really weak to?
If you want humanity to survive, you must live.
I guess I'll do plasma. Let me try plasma first.
You're not taking me, Tilda!
Plasma, and then I guess I'll use that that other weapon. Oh, come on. What the fuck? How am I missing some of these shots?
There is still hope.
Oh, what the fuck?
But only together.
Don't move. Okay, there we go. All right. Hopefully that'll do some work. No fucking way. Are you kidding me? Come on, hurry up and blow up. Yeah, that's it. 750, and we actually have to wait too. Oh, the food's only good for melee, man. It's only good for melee.
You cannot win.
All right, maybe I should use acid. Guess that would probably be the better choice.
Oh, that thing's fast.
All right, there we go.
Missile ammo is making a dent in those gold plates.
No, no, no!
I'll shut you down.
Fuck, that's annoying.
Sticks and stones against the lightning.
Yeah, this is actually doing work. Actually, I probably should have done the brace shot while I had the acid stat. Yeah, the acid status. Probably could have gotten rid of some of its armor. Nope! Fuck. Get up, get up!
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
Come on. You gotta be kidding me, man. This thing's almost dead. I swear, it feels like the last few hits take forever to, you know, to kill it. Really? There we go. Is it really dead? Or is there a second phase? Nope, I think that's it. Yeah. She's fine. She's fine. Yeah, it really is Nemesis. Yeah.
Why couldn't you just let me choose?
Yeah, Nemesis is gonna show up in a second. She's fine. Just a little knocked out. Thanks, Kevin. Oh no, here's the real final boss fight right here. This guy.
She tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the rebel army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds. When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Epilogue database, and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place.
I trust him.
Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped.
We'll find a way.
It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
She wouldn't. No.
Found her.
Is she hurt?
Still on her feet.
Thank the 10.
Goodbye, Silence.
He'll be back. Or he won't leave.
She looks okay.
She looks victorious.
As always.
Aloy. You did it.
Hey, where's he going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
Up.
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
Does anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
Nope. Turn around and look, buddy. Either that's DLC or part 3. Damn. Now we gotta wait 5 or 6 years to find out. Ugh. I don't think they'll cover that in the DLC. If it happens for this game. God.
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth.
I was actually hoping Nemesis was
very different.
Was the final boss.
One you fought. It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world. It's about preserving the one we have. My friends have a new mission. To spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle. The ingenuity to solve any problem. Courage to overcome any obstacle. And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say enough for it. What lies ahead will be harder than anything I've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
Wait, which ones are we missing still? Because that's not all the AI, right? Oh, man. You know, somehow I doubt they'll cover Nemesis in the DLC. Wait, is this actually me? Oh, I thought it was me moving. Yeah, Nemesis, man. I knew it, man. I had a feeling this game was connected with Resident Evil 3. Or the Resident Evil world. Yeah. Damn, are we really gonna have to wait a long time to see this Nemesis? Aaron and Aloy? Nah, I don't think so. Nah. They just had a drink. They just had a drink. And Aloy laughed. Yeah. Oh, man. So how long do you guys think we'll have to wait for the DLC for this game? I don't know, maybe we might get like a little snippet of what's to come, I guess, in the future. God damn it. Now, I gotta say though, this game was a lot better than the first one. Not to say that the first one was bad, but yeah, this one was way better. Oh yeah, Hephaestus. Oh yeah, Hades is. Yeah, Hades is not coming back. But what if there's another copy of Hades somewhere? Yeah, hopefully by the end of the year, because I believe somebody had told me a while back when I was playing the first game that I guess it only took a few months for the DLC to come out for Zero Dawn. Like a few months, I mean. Yeah. So hopefully it'll take a few months for the DLC for this game to come out too. Yeah, Hephaestus was used in the final battle to make the machines, right? Yeah, by Beta. Yeah. Ah, man, this game was great though, man. Yeah, it was better. It was better than the first one, and it looks so good too. Can't wait for it to come out on PC. It'll probably come out like a few months before Horizon 3 comes out, I bet. No, Aloy destroyed Hades. Well, we found Hades because Silence left it behind because it got all the knowledge that it needed. And I guess, yeah, it was kind of messed up already, so, you know, Aloy went in and just finished his job and took out Hades. Yeah. Yeah, this is it. I've pretty much done everything. I mean, yeah, I got all the collectibles done, all of the side quests and errands. They're done. So that's it. I'm done with this game until it comes out on PC. Hey, if this actually does come out on PC, I'm definitely down to getting it for sure. Yeah. Because I'm sure it would probably run better. I'm sure we could probably play it in 4K and 60 frames or higher. Yeah. Because I guess the PS5 can't handle 4K and 60. Otherwise, I'd have to lower the resolution, I guess. Wait, there's talk that there's going to be DLC, that it's going to be multiple DLC? Well, I'd be down. I mean, if we could actually see Nemesis in this game, then I'd be down for sure, but something tells me they're going to probably save that for the third game. Yeah, because they said this is going to be a trilogy, right? But I don't know, we might get like a little, more of a peek of Nemesis, I guess, in the DLC. Probably. Yeah, and I'm calling it the third game. I bet it's going to end with, like, Civilization being, you know, remade again. Yeah, and everything will be back to normal. Well, it'll be back to the way it used to be in the old world, I mean. Keep an eye out, you might see Spectrum HQ. No, that thing was long gone. It was long gone before the incident happened in this place. You were expecting that lady to come out of that pod and fight again? Nah, as soon as I saw her pop out of it, I was like, no, she's done for. Yeah. I'll tell you guys what, though. I think Keanu Reeves is gonna get pissed. Yeah, he's gonna be pissed when he finds out Trinity is dead. Damn it, I thought she was gonna be one of the nice ones. Yeah. Ah, man. Now I wonder if there's a post-credit scene. I don't know, maybe we might see more of Nemesis. Yeah, the first game had a post-credit scene too, right? Oh yeah, that's right, there was. It was the one with Silence and Hades, when Silence got Hades into that jar or whatever he was carrying Hades in. So I wonder what we're gonna see in this one. Maybe we might see what Nemesis actually looks like. Unless it looks like a big red fireball or whatever. But yeah, gotta say though, this is a pretty kick-ass game. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Most amazing credit scene in your experience? Yeah, it's a lot better than the first game. Yeah, because in the first game we go through like a cauldron, right? Just a cauldron? Dude, I hope it's Thanos. Thanos comes in and says, I guess I'll do this myself. Or whatever he said in that one Avengers movie. Ah, man. But no, this is a pretty dope game, though. Yeah. And I can't wait for Horizon 3. And the DLCs for this game. I hope we hear news soon, like around E3 time. I know E3's not happening this year, but hopefully we get some... Or actually, you know what? Even then, Sony would not have gone to E3 anyway. But, you know, they usually have like their little... what do they call it? The PlayStation Showcase? Not the State of Play, but PlayStation Showcase that you do like a few months after E3. So I'm hoping... Whenever that happens, hopefully we'll get some news on DLC for this game. Yeah. Because I want more, man. I want more. Because, yeah, this game was pretty kick-ass. I did like the fighting mechanics. Even though the weapon stamina kind of irked me a little bit. But you know what? I understand why they did that. Because if we had no weapon stamina, we'd be overpowered as hell. We'd just be, like, spamming brace shots and triple notches over and over again. So, yeah. I understand why they did that. Yeah, because in the first game, like the majority of the time, I was doing like the triple shot over and over again, and there was no weapon stamina at all. PlayStation Showcase is in November? No, I think probably... I think they've done them in August, I believe. August or September. I believe. I could be wrong, though. So where does Aloy go to now? Oh, somebody told me apparently there's a rumor that she might go to Europe, probably, so... Who knows? Maybe. Maybe she might find something there that can stop Nemesis. Yeah, this credit scene is pretty... It's a lot better. Yeah. I mean, we're just basically flying through the whole world instead of a cauldron. Like we did in the first game. No, the PlayStation Showcase is only... They only do that one time. Yeah, one time a year. No, you might be thinking of the State of Play. That's... Well, they do that multiple times a year, but... There's usually not that many, like, big reveals, you know? In the State of Plays. Like, maybe every now and then they might have one, but... I mean, in the last State of Play, like... The big reveal for me was the TMNT collection, the Ninja Turtles collection. Yeah. But no, the PlayStation Showcase, that's the one that I'm waiting for. Aloy's gonna ask the PlayStation All-Stars for help. Dude, I hope we get Sweet Tooth in the next game. You know what that means, right? If Sweet Tooth is in the next Horizon, that means they're gonna make a new Twisted Metal game. Yeah, I hope so. Oh, you know what? Maybe we'll get a Twisted Metal Easter egg in Horizon 3. Damn it, I want a new Twisted Metal game. I haven't visited Katie in months. I had my morning coffee today, yeah. I'm good. I'm good. When the PlayStation Showcase is live, the world is going to stop just to watch the event. Yeah, because that's when they usually reveal, like, the big stuff. Yeah. I hope it does happen this year, though. Hopefully they do. They do one. I mean, ever since they started, I think when they revealed the PS5, that was like the very first one, I believe. And they've been doing one, you know, since, well, once a year, I mean. So I don't know, we'll see what happens, I guess. We'll have to wait and see. I think it was probably August when they do it, though. Yeah, because Sony or PlayStation hasn't been at E3 since... I forget when was the last time they were at E3, but even then E3's not happening this year, so doesn't matter. Ah, man. But yeah, this game was pretty dope. And it looks great too. Kind of sucks that I had to play it at 30 frames, but I got used to it. Yeah, I got used to it. I think I saw a shadow of a Thunderbird or Stormbird. God damn it! See, even after I beat the game, I still can't get the name right. Yeah, is that a Stormbird up there? I think that is a Stormbird. It looks, but yeah, it's a Stormbird. Now, oh wait, this is the true final boss fight, the Stormfang. Oh yeah, isn't this the place we were yesterday with the? Wait. Yeah, wasn't I just there yesterday when I was getting the what was it, a sentry drone? I didn't see a Dreadwing there though. There was a Slaughter Spine there. Oh, in 2018? Yeah, that was the last time Sony was there. So I guess 2019 is when Sony started doing the PlayStation showcases then. So wait, the PS5 came out in 2019 then? I forget what year it came out. Oh no, it was 2020, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they didn't start it in 2019. Maybe it was 2020 when the PlayStation Showcase happened. What would I rate this game? I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's still pretty good. I wonder what the next Horizon game will be called. Horizon 3 South Central, baby. We're going to South Central Los Angeles, 2020. They started the State of Play in 2019. Oh, but that doesn't matter. I mean, okay, I think they revealed The Last of Us 2 at one of those, but other than that, they really haven't had any, like, huge reveals. It's always at the PlayStation Showcase. Yeah, I would recommend it. It's pretty dope. I'd probably play the first game, though, before playing this one. Yeah, and now the wait begins for this game on PC. And the DLC, too. Which I'm definitely gonna check out. Yeah, and I really hope they do it. I really hope they actually do make DLC for this game. Why did Sony and other publishers pull off of E3? I don't know. I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know if they ever gave a reason why they just didn't. They just stopped going to E3. No, when they revealed the PlayStation 5, that wasn't a State of Play. That was a PlayStation Showcase, or was it called PlayStation Experience? And we got one last year where, last year was when they revealed Ragnarok, right? That wasn't a State of Play. That was a Showcase or Experience. I forget what it's called. Next Horizon game is called Horizon Final Eclipse. Could be. That giant ball, the Nemesis. I mean, if it actually looks like that, then, yeah. Just have it hover over the sun. Make it look like an eclipse. Kojima! Snake! Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. Death Stranding used the same engine as, I guess this game too? And the first game? Okay, what is the thing that they, what did they call that event where they revealed, Ragnarok last year? Wasn't it called the PlayStation Showcase? Now I gotta look it up. Oh wait, was it 2020 when they revealed Ragnarok? Okay, so what happened last year then? I thought they did one last year too, like around August. It wasn't called the State of Play, they called it something else. But yeah, when that happens this year, we might get news for the DLC of this game. We better. Alright, what's it gonna be? What are we getting? Post-credits. It's gonna be more credits, isn't it? Ah, god damn it. Wait.
My hands are full of flowers. My ears are full of songs. My heart decided now.
Okay, I want to see if I recognize any other names. Damn, Ragnarok was teased back in 2020? I thought it was last year. I thought it was last year. Damn, I didn't realize it was that long ago. Man. Oh, no, wait. Was it last year then that it was shown off? So, wait, it was teased 2020, but then... Or, it was teased 2020, but we saw it in 2021, right? Right? Was it last year? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. Or am I wrong? No, that was a state of play, wasn't it? The recent state of play, that wasn't a showcase, that was a state of play. When they revealed the PS5 and then they had the you know, the gameplay reveal of, well, if I'm right, the gameplay reveal of Ragnarok, that was a PlayStation showcase. Let me look this up. Hold on a second. I need to confirm this. Let's see. Yeah, that March 9th thing, that was a state of play.
Dreams I never left. I had courage.
Yeah, showcase 2021.
My eyes,
yeah, was that when the gameplay of Ragnarok was revealed? Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, September 9th, 2021. There you go. So that's when the gameplay was revealed, but the game itself was announced in 2020. There we go. PlayStation Showcase. And then March 9th, that was the state of play, right? Which is not the showcase. Yeah. They usually don't really have that big reveals there. State of play, that was... What was that? March 9th. Okay, state of play. Not the showcase, but that state of play. Which, yeah. There's not that many, like, big things revealed there. Now, they save it for the showcase. Oh, there we go. I'm glad we got confirmation now. I think we're all confused a bit. Alright, and then, did they call it the one in 2020? Did they call it that too? Because that's when the PS5 reveal happened. Oh, it was just called the PlayStation 5 Showcase. Wait.
little child inside.
Oh yeah, September 2020. Okay, so September then. So the next PlayStation Showcase, if they do one this year, it'll probably happen in September, unless something changes. But yeah, I would imagine if we are gonna get news on DLC for this game, probably there. It probably would happen there. Yeah, I was thinking of the gameplay for Ragnarok. That was shown last year, but the reveal happened, like the announcement happened the year before in 2020. Yeah, exactly. The state of play is for like smaller stuff, but the showcase is for like the big reveals, like Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal, and then hopefully the DLC for this game. Yeah. Ah, man. But yeah, I really hope we don't have to wait too long for the DLC for this game. It took a few months for the DLC for the first game to come out, you know, the Frozen Wilds. So I hope we don't have to wait too long for this one. Or what if it doesn't happen, guys? What if what if this game actually doesn't get DLC? I mean, have they actually confirmed that this game will get DLC? Or are we just speculating because the first game got DLC? Because... yeah, what if they actually don't make DLC for this game? And then we'd have to wait a couple years for the next part of the story. Because I want to see Nemesis, man. I want to see Nemesis go after stars. Now, I got a feeling Ragnarok might come out at the end of the year. Yeah. I think it might be out in the very end of the year. Probably November or December, maybe. No, I think the head of PlayStation used to work for the The studio that made this game, Guerrilla Games. What's his name? Herman Hulst? Herman Hulst, right? But now he runs PlayStation, basically. Or no. Wait, what's his title now? I forget. No, the other guy actually runs PlayStation. What's his name? Jim Ryan? Oh, yeah, I heard about that fake Metal Gear Solid, or Metal Gear 35th Anniversary. Yeah, the website. Yeah, it turned out to be fake. Or what if it isn't fake? Now I have to beat the game on inverted? I already did, man. That's what we're doing here. Wait, what? What do you mean Jim Ryan is left? Oh yeah, and you know, I kind of hope they actually add a new game plus to this game as well. Yeah, did they add new game plus to the first game? Like, well, as DLC? Oh, it actually is fake, the Metal Gear website? Wow. But is it actually the 35th anniversary this year? Man, I love the Metal Gear Solid games. It's a shame. It's a shame what's happened recently. Yeah, Sean Layden left. Yeah, he left a while back, though. Yeah. I think Jim Ryan was the one that took over for him. I have to put myself on the other side of the screen. Oh, so I won't be right here. I'll be over there. Or that way. Yeah, I'll be that way now. If I play it on inverted. Gotcha. Alright, I got you, man. Ah, man. Is it fine to skip these credits? Because I think the first game I did skip the credits, too. Oh! I hope I didn't skip anything. Like, post-credit scene. Congratulations on defeating Far Zenith, or the Far Zenith threat. You are now free to continue exploring and complete any unfinished quests or activities. Yes, unfinished quests. I should probably do that. Thank you for playing. The Microsoft team. I'm good? Oh, they didn't have a post-credit scene? Really? Oh, that's kind of a letdown. What? Okay, just a reminder of all the places you could go to, I guess. That's weird. Wait a minute. Is it because we flew over all those places in the credits? Is that what it's doing here? Go talk to Gaia? Where's Gaia at again? Alright, we'll talk to Gaia before we call it a day here. Okay, at least the stream is actually going to be out, well, longer than 3 hours. It's kind of weird it was going to be short. Gaia. Talk to me. Give me the downloadable code for the DLC.
Everything okay, Gaia?
Oh, it's not credits?
Yes, it is good to be home. Although my heuristic matrix will take some time to reinitialize.
Not a cutscene?
I must ensure that all Zenith code has been purged from my systems.
Good idea. Take as long as you need.
Is that all? I was hoping it would have been a cutscene.
Are we going to be able to fix the biosphere? With Hephaestus back out in the wild?
Oh, wait!
With its escape to the global Cauldron network, Hephaestus has resumed its operations and increased its security protocols. I am already formulating options to recontain it.
Oh, so it's...
Additionally, I will utilize the capabilities of my remaining subordinate functions and make every effort to stave off collapse of the biosphere. I am certain it will gain us some time.
Sounds good.
Okay, so Hephaestus is still around, but, well, I mean, they could probably get it back easily. It probably won't be too bad now that the Zeniths are gone.
Reinitialization in progress. I will inform you when it is complete.
Anything else? Can I get my code to download the DLC?
Reinitialization in progress.
That's it.
I will inform you when it is complete.
Well, that's a shame. I was really hoping that we would get a code for the DLC. You know how that makes me feel, guys? Well, that too. Sorry? Where's the sad face? No, not not again. I guess. Like, really? Come on. It's with the blur, man. There you go. There you go. I'm hiding the pain. I'm hiding the pain that we have to wait. I don't know how long for part 3. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I should have just waited until part 3 was announced to play both of these games. The first game and this one. Because now I gotta probably wait 5 or 6 years for Horizon 3. Damn it. Damn it. Ah! That's the face I'm gonna make for hiding the pain. Yeah. No, but I gotta say though, pretty kick-ass game. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. Yeah. But that's sad that I do have to wait years for the third game though. Well, not just me, everybody else that's playing this game too. Yep, we gotta wait a while for part 3. Alright guys, let this be the thumbnail. Nah, this wouldn't be a perfect ending thumbnail. No. I gotta use like the image of the final boss for the thumbnail. Well, let this be the last thing that we see of, or maybe the last thing we see of Forbidden West. Maybe. If we actually, I really hope we actually do get DLC. They better make it, damn it. Alright guys, but yep, that's gonna be it for my playthrough of Horizon. Oh! Yeah, actually, you know what? I take it back. What is my percentage? Damn, 98.81. So yeah, I wonder if I'm still missing some legendary outfits. I got all the arena ones. Oh, don't tell me these actually count for it too. There's no way I'm gonna find them all. Yeah, because they're like in like random spots sometimes. Like in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. I got all the collectibles. I already had all these. Oh, right. Almost forgot. Spectre Prime. Wait. I forgot to loot it, didn't I? I don't know if I actually did loot this machine. Yeah, you know what? I'm calling it in the DLC we're going to fight Apex Spectre Prime. Yeah. Oh, there's 2 more legendary outfits? Oh, were they in the shop or something? Oh, Machine Strike. Oh, god damn it, of course. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe, yeah, if it's not the data points that puts me at 100%, there's got to be those 2 outfits. And I got to defeat 2 Machine Strikes? Ugh. I don't know. If I get drunk, I'll probably do it. Alright guys, but yeah, that's gonna be it for me in my playthrough of Horizon Forbidden West. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, like I said, if there's actually DLC for this game, then I'll definitely play it for sure. You bet your ass I will. Yeah, look at that big smile on her face. But I don't know, we have to wait. Hopefully we'll get some announcements sometime this year at the PlayStation Showcase. So yeah, if it happens for sure, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Alright guys, but yeah, thanks again for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Alright guys, take it easy everyone.